Hello, good evening from Snohomish High School. This is Mark Aucutt with Todd Elvig and Sarah Elvig. As tonight we have girls basketball for you on STSPN.com. Thanks for being with us. And our presenting sponsor is Les Schwab Tires. We got a lot of other great sponsors that we'll mention throughout the broadcast, and you'll see on the video. Let's take a look, first of all, at the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Edmonds-Woodway Warriors, their first-year head coach is Quinn Manning. Her maiden name, Quinn Brewy. I'm sure you remember that. There's people out there that definitely know Quinn Brewy, and she is in her first year as head coach. Had a great career at Meadowdale High School, also played at Seattle University and Seattle Pacific. So let's take a look at their starting lineup. Starting as a 5'10 senior, to make that junior forward, Indira Carey Boxley. Also starting as a 5'10 sophomore forward, Finley Wickers. 6-foot junior forward, Abby Porter. And a 5'8 senior guard, Natalie Durbin. Also a 5'7 guard, senior, Jay Tahariho. So you've got Carey Boxley, Wickers, Porter, Durbin, and Fahario. For the Snohomish Panthers, their head coach is Ken Roberts in his 24th year. Their starting lineup is a 5'7 guard, sophomore, Kendall Hammer. Also a 5'9 junior guard, Cora Larson. Starting as a 5'9 sophomore guard is Sienna Capelli. Also rounding out the lineup, a 5'11 senior post, that is Catherine Green. And a 6-foot junior forward, Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles. So there you have it. Hammer, Larson, Capelli, Green, Gildersleeve Stiles. We're going to take a break, and then we will have play-by-play action coming up right here at Snohomish High School on your home for worldwide high school sports, STSPN.com. Welcome back to Snohomish High School. We are gearing up and getting ready for tonight's broadcast of play-by-play action. The officials, Romeo Escalona, Leslie Tidball, and Jeff Weathersby. Now, that is a great combination. Earlier in the JV game, Edmonds-Woodway won 37-30. Romeo and Leslie were out there with another official for that one. So those two were doing double duty tonight. We're definitely familiar with them. Goes back a long ways that they've been doing officiating here. Same with Jeff Weathersby. A veteran crew in the Snohomish Officials Association is second to none. Snohomish is going to win the tip-off. They're in the white uniforms, red letters, numbers, and trim with the Panther logo on the side of their shorts on both sides. Edmonds-Woodway in the green. Underneath they go. Got a travel call. That was Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles. You won't see her making a lot of mistakes in this game tonight.
Absolutely not.
She is a good
solid.
one. You gone in both ears there, Todd?
I am in both ears.
Front court action now.
Keep me honest.
Edmonds-Woodway with the basketball. Snohomish doing a good job of trying to close them out. Well, that was a beautiful shot. That was Indira Carey Boxley. That, along with Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles, are going to be my two favorite names to say tonight. Some of them just flow so nicely. Snohomish in between the circles, a bit of a double team there.
Capelli's a good one.
Capelli is definitely a great one to say. Snohomish is a team that really works hard at moving the ball around, like there. Sienna Capelli, we just mentioned her name, and she's got Snohomish on the scoreboard. Tied for the first time as these two teams match it up. Snohomish was on a 6-game winning streak after losing their first 3 to start the season and then lost their last game. I'll break down scores from their games and actually for both teams as we go along. We got a foul down low. That is going to go against Snohomish and be the first foul overall in the game. Foul goes against Sienna Capelli. That's her first foul. First team foul. No shots on this one. Edmonds-Woodway will inbound on the right baseline. Quick pass, and that was a good look. I really like the way that Edmonds-Woodway got the pass in and the shot attempt. Nothing wrong with that. Just didn't hit the shot. Snohomish in front court, and just watch for a lot of passing down there. Once they get into their groove, there's one, and that worked to perfection. Kendall Hammer off the assist. Snohomish on top for the first time, 4-2 here at Snohomish High School, the Keith Gilbertson Sports and Fitness Center. There's an outside shot. Too much on it. Air ball over the top is going to be last touched by Edmonds-Woodway. Again, Mark Aucutt, Todd Elvig, Sarah Elvig bringing you the action from Snohomish on STSPN.com, your worldwide home for high school sports. Todd and I will be on the air again tomorrow at Lake Stevens, Kamiak at Lake Stevens boys basketball. She's wide open now, just too far off the glass. Edmonds-Woodway coming down the other direction. Good pass, good look, but too far off the mark. And Snohomish gets the rebound. Grabbed by Kendall Hammer. Hammer going coast to coast. Did not find an opening, so she has to kick it back out. That was a good-looking shot from this angle, but apparently not from that angle. Snohomish again, 10 seconds on the shot clock, and it looks like they better make something happen here quick. Oh, they did. That's Catherine Green. She was our player of the game last time we were here. 6-2, Snohomish is on top by 4 points. They've scored 6 unanswered points here on their home floor. We got a step out of bounds and a substitution for Snohomish. Freshman Lizzie Allen is coming in and going to replace junior Cora Larson. First substitution of the game. Snohomish up 6-2, 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. Also a special thank you advertising-wise to Adrenaline Fundraising as they sponsor our Player of the Game shirts. Thank you, David Wright.
Yeah, he's been with us quite a while now.
Yes, he and they have. That's 2 shots. Catherine Green is going to the line with a deuce. That's going to be called against Abby Porter, her first foul. Each team with 1 team foul. Catherine Green is at the foul line. She has 2 points so far. Hit a nice shot just a minute or so ago. Misses that first foul shot. Got to keep an eye on that. Inadvertent buzzer that time, Todd. Romeo's looking around going, what happened there? Unless they need to reset something. He's over at the official scorers table.
He'll keep this thing under control.
Catherine Green averages 10.5 points per game. There it is. Nails the second one, 7-2. Snohomish by 5 as they increase their biggest lead. Looking at Snohomish as they set up and with the zone, there is a shot from way outside. And pulling down the rebound, Tyler Gildersleeve, Stiles. She's always a big factor for Snohomish. 6 feet tall. Sometimes I think she plays taller than that. Just a junior still. So she's going to be around for a while. Outside jumper. Bingo! That is 2 points for Sienna Capelli. And would make it 9-2. A 7-point lead for Snohomish. Timeout called by Edmonds-Woodway. And we're going to take one too right here on STSPN.com.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Welcome back to Snohomish High School. The Panthers on a 9-0 run. They lead Edmonds-Woodway 9-2. Quinn Manning in her first year as head coach, and assistant coaches are Nina Lowe, Maddie Schultz, and her mom, Kelly Brewy. She was part of that great dynasty Meadowdale had under Karen Blair. I'm talking about Quinn, known previously as Quinn Brewy, Kristen O'Neill, another O'Neill sister in there. They had some really good teams in the early 2000s. Meadowdale won the state championship in 2000. They added another one after that, which Quinn Brewy was a part of. We saw quite a bit of them during those days. Edmonds-Woodway with the basketball after they called the timeout. Snohomish really forcing them outside. They're really not able at this point to get into the paint. And look at the double team right there. She steps into it. That was a pretty looking move. And we got a held ball. That's going to go back to Edmonds-Woodway. Snohomish has been hitting their groove here in recent games as they've upped it to 3-2 in conference play, Wesco 3A, 6-4 overall. And that's typical of a Snohomish team. They will start out a little bit slow as some of these young ladies play other sports in the fall and get rolling. Once the season gets into full gear, Snohomish is always a perennial factor, very competitive as they bring them through the ranks consistently every year. Ken Roberts and Mark Albertine have been the two coaches for Snohomish over a tenure of close to 50 years. Just incredible.
Got a compliment from Mark Albertine the other day.
Oh, you did? Well, share it.
He was down with...
Snohomish turns it over, by the way.
He was down with Mount Vernon, watching Mount Vernon there against Jackson.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, you know, for all the hassle I gave you, you guys do a good job.
Oh, that feels good.
Yeah, that was the closest thing you get from Mark.
Now, was he AD here and at Glacier Peak?
Correct.
I thought so. So after he had been head coach for literally a quarter of a century, then he went into administration. And he is actually down at the Tacoma Dome and serves as our game manager for the 4A and 3A tournament. In fact, I just had email back and forth with him today as we're starting to get close to that, closer. Still a couple of months out, but it always helps to prepare early. Snohomish will inbound, 2:32 to go first quarter. Things seem a little disjointed out there. We lost the great flow when there was a check on the scoreboard. Now we have Snohomish taking a 30-second timeout. So will we. It's 9-2 Panthers.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here at Snohomish High School, hey, I get to do something fun on Monday night, and I encourage people to come out, even if you're not a Washington Husky fan. Come on out to Alaska Airlines Arena, and we are going to have something special out there for what's going on with the Huskies playing in the national championship. How about that?
How about that?
Yeah, that is just amazing. It got nip and tuck at the end last night. I know many of us were in knots watching that last part of the game, and the Huskies were able to win against Texas 37-31. They're playing for the national championship on Monday against Michigan. That's going to be a foul. It should send Tyler Gildersleeve Styles to the foul line.
So you're having a watch party or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
How
going to.
much fun is
I
that?
think there's going to be more details coming out in the next couple of days, but I'll be emceeing it.
Well, we know they'll have a good MC.
Well, I'm going to give it my very best. I do a number of sports for them as a public address announcer, and I got asked this morning. I'm excited beyond words. Go Dogs. And the other thing, it's a 9-point lead for Snohomish. They have scored 11 straight points here. How about that? I make no secret of the fact I graduated from WSU and got my 2 degrees there. However, I am a Husky longtime announcer, but it works. And they know full and well where my background is. And that's where I got my broadcasting degree. So they totally understand that.
Yeah, they asked us to come down and broadcast. I just said we were busy with high school.
You're a funny guy. Foul's on Bayless Stitch, who just joined the lineup. First foul, second team foul. And sitting at 11-2 Huskies. I mean, Panthers. Oh, got it on my mind there. Snohomish gets the rebound. Here they come, the other direction. Well, the Huskies are being emulated, as in the Connecticut Huskies, by how well Snohomish is playing tonight. And one of the great women's basketball programs in the nation. That's off the mark. Now, sometimes, especially from this angle and watching that shot where it was fired up at, we can definitely see whether it's going to go in or not. Good job. Snohomish gets a hold of it, goes the other direction to triple team. That's tough sledding in there. Out of bounds, Snohomish.
Yeah, let me.
Couple players coming in. Indira Carey-Boxley and Finley Wickers rejoining the lineup for Edmonds-Woodway as Snohomish will inbound. Go ahead.
Well, let me find the shot first before I start flapping.
That was a nice-looking shot. We've seen a lot of good releases, but does not hit it. We have not seen a three-point basket in this game yet. After the held ball, it's going to go to the Panthers. Chance to put the lead into double figures. 1 minute exactly to go in the first quarter here on STSPN. Look at that. Another great perfect play. Lizzie Allen with the basket off the picture-perfect pass from Tyler Gildersleeve Styles. Drive in. That's going to be a foul. And 2 shots. Gildersleeve Styles picks up the foul, her first, team foul number 3. And this year, both boys and girls going to the new foul format. Instead of it being 7 fouls for the half where you get bonus and then 10 for double bonus, it's 5 per quarter before you hit bonus. And then they're shooting 2 shots all the time. On any fouls before that, if it's a shooting foul, then you get the 2 shots, like right now. 13-3. Edmonds-Woodway finally on the board. It's been a while. Indira Carey-Boxley has all 4 points for the Warriors. Gildersleeve Styles has some. Oh! It was last touched by Edmonds-Woodway, but a collision there going for the ball where, had it not been where it was and what happened, that would have been a foul against Edmonds-Woodway. But that would have been a hustle foul. Nothing intentional, just good old-fashioned hustle. Kind of like what Todd and I like to do when we're getting set for the broadcast.
Correct.
They're going to switch a little bit as Ken Roberts wants to get Gildersleeve Styles in a different position, switching with Kendall Hammer. Sienna Capelli gets the inbound pass. Tight defense on her. That's a good matchup right there with Naomi Lim. That one sails over the top, and they'll go the other direction. 21 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. They'll just play off the quarter clock. They moved the ball really well there. That's too bad she missed that shot. She had a good look. And room. Held ball. Edmonds-Woodway will have control of it. Panthers going to bring Cora Larson back in. They're also going to bring in Catherine Green. Sienna Capelli and Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles will take a seat on the bench. Edmonds-Woodway will inbound on the right baseline. 10.8 to go. First quarter action. Another miss on the 3-ball. Green with the board. They got 2 seconds. Better make something happen. And it doesn't happen. Snohomish leads 13-4 at the end of the first quarter. One-sided for Snohomish as they were down 2-0 and then have outscored Edmonds-Woodway 13-2 since that time. We've got the second quarter coming up on STSPN.com.
Hey there, laddie. Do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
Start of the second quarter coming up on STSPN.com. Mark Aucutt, Todd Elvig, Sarah Elvig. Snohomish leads 13-4. Leading scorer for the Panthers, Sienna Capelli with 4 points. Catherine Green has 3. Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles has 2. Lizzie Allen with 2 and Kendall Hammer with 2. Panthers are 3 for 4 from the line. All 4 points for Edmonds-Woodway, scored by Indira Carey Boxley. A field goal for 2 points, and she is 2 for 2 from the foul line. Panthers with 3 turnovers, and Edmonds-Woodway with 1. As there's another Panther turnover, that's going to go to Edmonds-Woodway as they'll come out of backcourt with the green uniforms on. The name coming from the merger of Edmonds High School and Woodway High School several years ago. Been a while now. Off the backside of the rim, they've had plenty of that. Again, another miss, and that is what is really making it tough for Edmonds-Woodway, just not hitting those shots. They're under 30% in shooting. Kicks a pass out. Snohomish has been making that work, getting a player open just like that from the outside. That's perfect. That is a 2-point basket for Sienna Capelli off a great assist right there. 15-4. Snohomish matches their biggest lead of the game of 11 points. Edmonds-Woodway 1-3 in conference play. Snohomish has an RPI of 23. They're in the number 23 spot. Top RPI in the league is Archbishop Murphy. They're at 6. Also, Meadowdale at 5. They're on top. Shot clock violation. That turns it over to the Panthers. 15-4 the score. Chance to build their biggest lead of the game. Slowly working it out of backcourt in their white uniforms. Bounce pass. Gildersleeve Stiles. That was excellent. Catherine Green found her. 17-4. 13-point lead, now their biggest. Game was tied once at 2-2. Then Snohomish has outscored them since that time, 15-2. Edmonds-Woodway almost throws it away. There's a blocking foul. I think that was pretty obvious. It's going to go against Cora Larson, her first. First team foul of the second quarter. We are pleased to have you tuned in with us here on STSPN.com. Special thank you to another one of our great sponsors, longtime sponsor, Bickford Ford, Mike and Jason Bickford. They are Washington's highest volume dealer in Fords. And Todd is evidence of that, as he has that, 2-year-old Coyote?
It's not 2 years.
Is
now.
it?
It's just a year and a half.
A year and a half old, okay. It was a 2021 model, or was it?
2022.
Oh, it was 2022. Or it is 2022. Knocked out of bounds. That's going to the Panthers. Edmonds-Woodway starting to turn the ball over more now. Got a score sent to us from Tall Tom over at Everett High School. Marysville, Getchell, and Everett tied at 19 apiece at the end of the first quarter. We'll be at Everett later in the month. Yeah, we got another delay here. Looks like he's moving some people in a little bit from the floor. We've had a couple of times so far in this game where there has been some delay by the official to make sure everything's set okay. Gildersleeve Styles taking it into the paint. Shut off. They moved it real well there to Catherine Green. Yep. Catherine Green. Her second 2-point field goal of the game. She has 5 points overall, and just really good knowing where your teammate is and was. That is something that Snohomish is really good at. And all these young ladies have been playing together for many years. Edmonds-Woodway with the miss. So much of the game now is inside-outside. Either a lay-in, like she's attempting there, or the three-point shot. That foul is going to go against Cora Larson. Her second foul, second team foul, and at the foul line will be Indira Carey-Moxley. She's now 3 for 3 from the foul line and has scored all 5 of Edmonds-Woodway's points.
Did that hit the superstructure?
No, it didn't. It was so close to hitting the superstructure. But it bounced off the top of the backboard. That shot almost looked like it was going to go in. That's one of those circus shots. That's something you do, actually calling it to come off the top of the backboard in a game of horse. Gildersleeve Styles gets a hand on it. Again, Todd, one of the things that even if you don't get the ball, you knock it out of bounds, it's the hustle that counts. It's watching them go for it and really forcing the other team to make some adjustments because the defense is so much in their face and keeping those hands up, not allowing things to happen. Snohomish ends up with it again. 4 turnovers for Edmonds-Woodway. So we got another foul. That is going to go against Edmonds-Woodway. Natalie Durbin called for the foul. Her first foul, first team foul. They've only committed 2 fouls in this game. Snohomish has committed 5. They have 2 in the quarter. Travel. That's a good call. That will turn it over to the Edmonds-Woodway Warriors.
I think somebody's a smoker in here because I can smell the breeze.
Oh, yeah. Some carryover. Make sure you don't get a contact bit of nicotine in your system. Double team. She looks like she almost had steps there, too. That'll bring 2 shots. Really strong move, and Natalie Durbin getting the job done to draw the foul. Let's see what he's going to ring. That is Catherine Green, her first foul, 3rd team foul. And Durbin's going to go to the line with 2 shots. Misses on the first one. Yeah, you do. They're now 3 for 5 from the foul line. She'll get another one. Sub in Jane Hansen comes in for Edmonds-Woodway and will replace Abby Porter. There it is. 19-6. Snohomish in command at this point. Edmonds-Woodway puts the press on. trying to create an opportunity. And what that can do is leave a player open down on the other end. Catherine Green. Oh, man. She has been so impressive in this game and the last time we were here.
She is a machine.
She's got a feel for the basket. That's something that stands out about her, is that she always seems to know where the basket is. We know it's here in the gym, but it's also important to know exactly where it is by where you're at on the floor. Natalie Durbin with a really picture-perfect shot. 21-8, Snohomish by 13. Biggest lead has been 15 twice. Look at that. It's just really fun to watch Snohomish move the ball around. Catherine Green, 6 points in the quarter, 9 in the game. She has the game-high total, 9 of the 23 for Snohomish. 3:12 to go, second quarter. Snohomish with a 15-point lead. Edmonds-Woodway trying to find something inside, and all they're going to find is a bunch of Snohomish Panthers. Held ball, and that will stay with Edmonds-Woodway. They caught a break right there. Bela Stitch is in. So is Danica Avalos. Both those coming in for Snohomish. Looks like we have a timeout on the floor.
Is it 30 seconds? Or?
And we're going to see here shortly. That is going to be a 30-second timeout.
Let's keep it here.
Let's keep it here. So Snohomish uses their first timeout. Make that, should be they have 5, so they have 3 left. That's their second timeout. Edmonds-Woodway has used 1, so they have 4 left.
So I wanted to put this up. You were talking about Husky girls basketball?
Women's basketball, yeah.
Women's basketball. Here you go. We talked with number 24, Devin Coppinger from Nooksack Valley over the holiday, and she is committed to the UW.
Yes, that is very good to see there. And Tina Langley, the head coach, I do Washington women's basketball PA, public address, and I'm glad to see she's heading that direction.
Yeah, we had some really good teams. You go out and watch that interview. It's on our YouTube channel.
There you go, and fans pick up on that. Oh, count it. And a foul, and a 1. That foul is going to be on Tyler Gildersleeve Stiles. That's her second foul, 4th team foul. Basket was good, and she can't convert the three-point play. So Jade Fario getting credit for the basket, then misses the shot. And they've been struggling at the foul line in general. They have missed 3 of their last 4 shots. Snohomish will have the ball. Just under 3 minutes to go in the game. 2:59. And the Panthers set up on the back baseline. Gildersleeve Stiles punches it into front court. In front court now, bounce pass. That goes to Gildersleeve Stiles. That one's off the front of the rim on the shot filed up by Kendall Hammer. Edmonds-Woodway in front court, down by 13, trying to cut into this deficit. They got their work cut out for them, especially the way the shooting's gone for them. What's that?
They're going to have to take some of those three-point shots.
Yeah, they've just got to get them to fall. Not going to happen. They have not hit one yet.
So real quick, as we go into the halftime break, if you know somebody that's here that is watching, text them and tell them to come on up and get a Proud Parent T-shirt.
Yeah, come on up and get a Proud Parent T-shirt. Gildersleeve Stiles with just a great shot down on the other end. Gliding through the air, made the basket. We got another foul call. This time it's against Jade Fajario. That's her second foul. Team foul number 3. Snohomish has 4. 1:49 to go. Second quarter, Panthers up 25-10. Gildersleeve Stiles.
Somebody comes up there.
That one off the backside. Seen a lot of balls coming off the backside of the rim. Both teams. looking over the ledger here, Snohomish also has not hit a three-point shot. Both teams shut out in that department. It looks like she might have got a hand on it, or it was just a real weak shot right there. Snohomish will have the basketball. Naomi Lim is back into the game. Lim was in there in the first quarter. Panthers can stretch out that lead a little bit more. 1:15 to go in the half. Second half action here. Panthers will back it out. Plenty of time. 14 on the shot clock. Working it around. Gildersleeve Styles. 3 players on her. Somehow she was able to get out of there without getting... Well, she did get knocked down. Lost the ball.
Oh, that was close.
Push off on the rebound. That's going to go against Edmonds-Woodway. Gildersleeve Styles could not get a shot off. This foul is going to be against Natalie Durbin. Her second foul, 4th team foul. Into the game for Edmonds-Woodway will be Indira Carey Boxley. Snohomish inbounds in backcourt. Naomi Limb is back there putting some pressure on Sienna Capelli, who's playing with 4 points. All in the first quarter. Knocked away. Panthers turnover number 6. Going the other direction. Lim makes the basket. 25-12. Shot clock is off. It's all about the quarter clock now with 18 seconds to go. Second quarter here at Snohomish. Panthers by 13.
We didn't get to 21-12.
No, we did not. She's pretty open out there. Couldn't connect on the shot. Either team has made a three-pointer still. Held ball. Snohomish basketball. And they're just going to run the quarter out. Are they going to call a foul on this? It looked like a held ball down low, so they're going to have to reload the clock a little bit because they have 0 on it right now. Should be at least 1 second left. Back in for Snohomish, Cora Larson and Catherine Green. Okay, they're going to put 2.1 up there. That was more than I thought they would put on the clock. Snohomish has a chance to extend their lead right here. Up by 13 right now at 25-12. Better inbound it. Couple dribbles. Good. Oh, Capelli. That was excellent execution there. They only had 2.1 seconds left, and they go into the locker room at halftime with a 27-12 lead. So Snohomish scoring 14 points in that quarter.
Oh, here comes one.
And also Edmonds-Woodway with 8. 27-12. Well, we got a parent coming up here?
Oh, yeah.
Who is this gentleman? Matt, you heard about, you got the Grit Handcrafted Wood with the dude in the boxing stance T-shirt. We appreciate Grit Handcrafted Wood. Congratulations, Matt. Glad to know they're paying attention out there. Grit Handcrafted Wood, proud parent sponsor of the Larson brothers.
Well, I'm just glad they're not coming up to have us correct the score.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, you guys got it wrong, or you'll get the other thing for me. I'm so-and-so's grandparent. You're pronouncing her name wrong.
Exactly.
All right, folks, it's 27-12. Snohomish is leading by 15 at the half. We're at the half. We'll take a break on STSPN.com.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling. United by purpose. Defined by the cause you fight for. No one can ever take away what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey there, laddie. Do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Great, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us. the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this!
To the 4 a.m. starts, training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us, to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. Cue rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
And suddenly, it's the start of the second half. Snohomish up 27-12. I've got another score to pass along here. And that's from Tall Tom over at our other location for keeping track of the game. It is Everett leading Marysville-Getchell 36-32. Thank you, Tall Tom.
Yeah,
off the glass.
That's another company that does player of the game.
Yes, they do. Yeah, he's good company, too.
KRKO.
Yep. He's been doing it for 2 generations. Catherine Green, how about her? She has 11 points. Edmonds-Woodway with the ball in front court. And there you go. That's just too far, way off the glass. Panthers up by 15 once again, 29-14. They've held a 15-point lead 4 times in this game. Snohomish in their white uniforms. Edmonds-Woodway is in the green. We got a foul. That's an offensive foul. So that'll go against Snohomish. It's going to be on Tyler Gildersleeve-Stiles. Her third. Let's double check this. Yeah. They didn't put it up on the board correctly. First team foul. Basket good. That is by Wicker, the basket that time. Finley Wickers. 29-16 as Snohomish and Edmonds-Woodway still looking for their first 3-point basket make. Out of bounds, last touch by the Panthers. Things a little sloppy to start things off here in the third quarter. A halftime went quick.
It did.
I was talking to a couple of our fans, Ava Larson and Lila Larson. That's their parents and a proud sponsor with that great woodwork their family business does. Driving through and making it is Natalie Durbin. 5 points for her. She had all the other ones at 3 points in the second quarter. Grit, handcrafted wood, proud parent sponsor of the Larson brothers. Sisters too? Everybody? Brothers would indicate that's on the boys team. There are two
there
Larsons.
is a brother.
There are two
There
Larsons.
is a brother on the boys team.
There are two Larsons on the floor right now. I'm going to go down and talk to Dad.
Yeah, you have to
See
go
their
down
connection. Oh, that's a tough miss right there. Her cut through the lane was right on the money. 29-18, Snohomish by 11.
We're going to be calling Capelli Carpentry next week.
Whoa, that's good to hear. Basket by Indira Carey Boxley. We've got a timeout on the floor. Snohomish wants to talk about it. That would be their second timeout used in the game. Move that to 3 in the game. Should have 2 left. 29-20, the score, up by 9 here on STSPN.com.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
They gave us a media timeout so that you could go down and find out that information.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to Mr. Larson, and he's got the 2 girls that play on the team for Snohomish, freshman Lila Larson and also junior Cora Larson. So we're definitely happy to have them on as sponsors. Again, that is Grit Handcrafted Wood, and that would be the Larson sisters.
They do some.
You have brothers on there. It's actually the Larson sisters.
They really do some fine work.
They do, and you can see that on our advertising on the broadcast. We are tickled pink with all the people on board to broadcast, and you just landed another one. Todd's got the numbers to prove it as to the size of audience we have.
It is pretty big.
Snohomish with the basketball coming into front court. Their 15-point lead has been cut down to 9. I know that didn't look good. Back out to Green. Nope. Edmonds-Woodway with 3 players under the basket get the rebound. Move out of the way. And off the rim. Knocked out of bounds. That's going to be last touch by Edmonds-Woodway. And the Panthers get it back with 4:47 to go in the third quarter. Checking in for Snohomish will be Lizzie Allen. She saw action in the first half. Replaces Sienna Capelli. I don't see Capelli spending too much time on the bench. Sydney Stump is getting set to get into the game. Stump has not played yet. At least we didn't catch her out there earlier. Gildersleeve Styles, they work it to that spot for a three-pointer. Yeah, there it is. They've been searching for that throughout the game. That's the first three-pointer either team has made in this game. Panthers up by 12. That was a big basket. Yeah, up and down. There's a travel call. You can see that one. Each team now with 6 turnovers. Stump will come into the game. She is a senior, 5'8". Checking out, Finley Wickers. 4:19 to go, third quarter action. Panthers by 12. They get it back to double digits. Gildersleeve Styles, really good wraparound pass. That one's going to bounce around. Now that one goes off the superstructure and out of bounds. Warriors with the basketball. Almost halfway through the third quarter here at Snohomish. I was going to mention, too, that Ken Roberts, now in his 24th year as head coach for the Snohomish Panthers, just passed the 400 win mark here at Snohomish. He has been an assistant coach and head coach at other schools before he got the job with his alma mater. That was ugly down underneath. But we are going to get a foul call against Snohomish. There'll be 2 shots. That foul is going to go against Gildersleeve Styles, and that should be her 4th. It is. Second team foul. They're going to have to sit her down. Basket is good on the first one. Sub in for Snohomish, Bayless Stitch for Gildersleeve Styles.
Now, one thing I have to say about the top of the peak
talk
tournament
that one up, because
is the teams all had matching shoes there.
I love that. I just, to me, call me old school. Call me old school. I don't care. I love it when a team is in uniform all the way to their shoes. I just, there's something about that cohesion and not 4 or 5 different types of shoes out there. And the other thing, if you're not wearing exactly the same shoes, that's thrown out of bounds. At least wear your school colors on those shoes. You know, they could be an Adidas, they could be a Nike, they could be a New Balance. But, you know, if your team colors are red and white, don't wear fluorescent green ones out there. Trust me, they got the same model in your school color.
Ooh, that's messy.
Yeah, a lot of mess underneath the basket there. Player knocked out of bounds. Edmonds-Woodway will have control of the basketball. 2:52 to go here in the third quarter. Got a report from quality control that everything's coming through okay. That down in Magnolia at our King County office.
Now, you've got a couple of guard dogs there.
Yeah, a couple of guard dogs. A couple of big ones. A 22-pound and an 18-pound Boston Terrier. That's a soft-looking, nice shot. Natalie Durbin, 4 1/4, 7 in the game. She's been a presence out there these last 2 quarters. The Snohomish lead is cut down to 9 as this has gotten more competitive, with more intensity here, and Edmonds-Woodway finding their stroke. Green, count it. Catherine Green having her big game offensively.
Yeah, we were talking to Nooksack Valley and also Lake City in Idaho. A couple of girls teams that came to play in the tournament, and one of the things that stood out about them is they had to be able to run the entire game, and they were set up to do that, and it was just a really high intensity.
Wow. That fouls on Jade Fajarillo, her third foul, first team foul. Green at the line, completes the three-point play. What a game she's having. 14 points. She leads all scorers. So, and this Lake City team was really good, weren't they?
They won it all.
That is such a great tournament. Every year they bring in such a good crew of teams. Very competitive. You got to hand it to Glacier Peak and Brian Hill and what they do over there to get that great talent in there.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's there we go.
Yeah, that's a basket by Wickers.
Lake City flew in for the tournament.
Flew in, didn't take the bus.
Nope.
They flew in. And next question, was it a private charter? Shot is good. Lizzie Allen now has 4 points in the game. Back to a 12-point lead for Snohomish.
Yeah, they said that they're in Idaho. Obviously, they're not going to be playing here, but in a state. But Arlington, Emerald Ridge, Meade.
Held ball. Snohomish ball. Go ahead, Meade. Now there's another school.
Right. Arlington,
that's
Meade,
solid.
Emerald Ridge, Nooksack Valley. They figured that all 3 of those teams will be deep into the playoffs.
Oh, I agree. Nooksack Valley's had a nice run here in recent years. For Snohomish coming into the game, Sienna Capel, I told you she wouldn't be on the bench long. Sometimes it's to just give them a breather or just kind of get a different look out there on the court. Capelli's had a nice game.
She's a difference maker.
Yeah, she has a lot of intangibles she brings. Oh,
look
there's
at
another
that.
three-pointer. How about that? Kendall Hammer has hit both three-pointers in this game. 40-25, so Snohomish equaling their biggest lead of the game of 15 after it got down to 9 a couple of times. Driving in and good. Natalie Durbin comes through. 6 in the quarter, 9 in the game. She has definitely been a difference maker. She scored a third of the points for Edmonds-Woodway, and we didn't see her out there in that much in that first quarter.
Well, I can tell you who's watching Hammer, her uncle.
Oh, hello, Mr. Hammer.
Joey Hammer, the
Joey
football
Hammer.
coach.
Yeah. That looks like there's going to be 2 shots coming. Fouls on Wicker. That is going to be her first foul. Now, they're pronouncing it as Witchers, but I was told by the coach that it is Wickers. First foul shot is good. So for Wickers, her first foul, Catherine Green at the line, and makes good on both of them. She is 4 for 5 from the foul line. Green's got 16 points. Snohomish up by 15 once again. 21 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Edmonds-Woodway with the basketball.
I don't know about that choice there.
Oh. Straight up the elevator shaft and back down the other elevator shaft. Snohomish with the ball, 4 seconds. Got to fire one off here pretty quick. Yeah! Whoa! Sienna Capelli, of course, she comes through. Snohomish now taking up to an 18-point lead, 45-27 as she gets it at the buzzer. And Snohomish comes through with 3 3-pointers here in the third quarter after hitting none in the first 2 quarters. 18-point lead for the Panthers. Fourth quarter coming up.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boats.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Welcome back to Snohomish High School. We got a fresh 8 minutes on the clock, and the Panthers lead 45-27. I want to say hi to my mother, Nettie, watching by the Angle Lake area. Anybody you want to say hi to, or should I say hi to Susan, your wife, for you?
Well, she's probably watching.
Does she get a chance to watch all the games, or a lot of the games?
I don't know if she watches all the way through, but she likes to go out and see what it looks like and what it sounds like, and
that's
give
great.
you a little report later.
That is your quality control here in Snohomish County.
Right.
Well,
got him in King County, got him in Snohomish.
Yeah. Almost a basket, but it will be 2 shots for Gildersleeve Styles. She is an absolutely amazing woman, your wife, Susan. I mean, to have been married to you for this many years.
Oh, man.
That is that says a lot for a person. Foul on Jade Fajardo, her first in the quarter. Gildersleeve Styles makes the basket. She's 3 for 3 from the line and has 7 points. Perfect setup at the foul line. Doesn't connect on the shot, but it's the way she measured with her toe at the foul line. Snohomish is a real sound fundamental team. And that's not just this year. It's a 19-point lead for the Panthers. We have a grab going in. 2 shots, and that's going to be on Abby Porter.
You know,
her second foul, and team foul number 2. Green's going to the line, and you are going to say something.
Capelli, that shot that she made, you know, that's the kind of players you need when it's clutch.
Mm-hmm. We've definitely talked her up a lot, and she deserves it for what she brings to the table. And that 3-pointer she hit, I mean, that was beyond NBA land. That was more like from Woodinville.
Yeah.
48-27, Panthers by 21. This is definitely looking very favorable for them. Out of bounds, last touched by Snohomish. It goes to Edmonds-Woodway. Now, we do like to get feedback from you viewing out there to make sure everything we're doing is going okay from both the video and audio standpoint. Todd takes a lot of pride in consistently upgrading equipment. Underneath, no foul. Out of bounds, Snohomish.
Which usually runs us into the red every year.
Especially after you pay some of the salaries to the high-priced talent.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why we do love those sponsors like McDaniels, Do It Best Hardware. Rims out, 7 minutes to go, fourth quarter. McDaniels has been a sponsor since 2010.
Yeah, since we started.
That is like the best Do It Best hardware you're going to find anywhere. And you see those around. We went over to Wenatchee the other day and just for some convalescence and saw one over there, but we go, McDaniels is the best.
Yeah, they seem to have an employee every time you need to find something. There always seems to be an employee standing there, which is amazing.
Yeah, in this day and age, you generally don't see that at most stores. Gildersleeve Styles, they work it around the perimeter. She kind of had a pretty good idea that time to go to Gildersleeve Styles, but it's going to go off an Edmonds-Woodway player. Working the wraparound, 6:15 to go, fourth quarter. Panthers by 21. Top team in Westco 3A is Archbishop Murphy. They are 4-0, 8-2 overall. Then Arlington with a RPI of 9. They're 4-1, 8-2 overall. Not going to fall. Gildersleeve Styles gets the basket or rebound.
Longtime coach Joe Marsh.
Yes. Joe has had a tremendous run there, taking teams to state on multiple occasions. And another one of those really good guys or good people that resides in Wesco.
But he's got a lot of fire in him.
Oh, he does. Don't get Joe wound up.
Yeah, it doesn't take
That is going to be a foul against Fajardo, her 5th. Her night is done. So at the foul line for Snohomish, Sienna Capelli. Fajardo will depart with the 5 fouls. Sydney Stump is into the game.
Spoke with Jason Pearson about tomorrow night's game. They're very supportive out there at Lake Stevens.
Great. I'm looking forward to being there. Through these years, I have not announced a game at the new gym. Usually it's here, Glacier Peak, Jackson, or Everett. But you're taking the show up to Lake Stevens. And that's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot
tomorrow night. Kamiak at Lake Stevens, and that is boys basketball.
Should be a good one.
First one was a miss. The second one is good. Yeah, thanks for spreading it around like that. Get to see some different facilities. Edmonds-Woodway working it around, running into traffic that time, and she made it work. That's Natalie Durbin. She's put together a nice evening. 11 points for Durbin. Green can't get that one to fall.
Capelli in there.
There you go. There is Hammer. Hammer time. Hits her third three-pointer, all here in the second half. She's been razor sharp for the Snohomish Panthers. That one's out of bounds. 5:03 to go, fourth quarter. Todd, what year did you start with STSPN? Was it 2010?
Well,
that is going to be good. Let's see if they're going to let it go. Count it. Should be good in a foul. That is Natalie Durbin again. Sienna Capelli called for the foul. That is her second first team foul. Go ahead.
We actually started doing video 2010.
Okay.
But we'd actually started with the Snohomish Times Sports doing pictures and highlight stuff in 2008.
Oh, okay. 15 years ago. That is a make for Catherine Green. What a night she's got going. 20 points. She was a player of the game a few weeks ago when we were here, so we're not as great a game as she's having. She's not eligible for a T-shirt because we like to spread it around. Not eligible this season.
We like to highlight all the students.
Yes, we do. 54-32, timeout called. We'll be back with more on STSPN.com.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
Back here at Snohomish High School, Panthers up by 22 points, 54-32. Commanding lead with 4:45 to go. Edmonds-Woodway has the basketball. So we'll look down the ledger. You know, a player that deserves a look for player of the game is Kendall Hammer. She's got 11 points and 3 3-pointers here in the second half. Edmonds-Woodway will have the basketball. I think that's who we're going to go to. And she may not be done yet. She's still out there on the floor. Her shot has looked really good. Both sides have had some good releases, but just haven't been able to connect on those 3-pointers. Edmonds-Woodway has still not hit one in this game. Out of bounds, Warriors basketball.
What's their makeup of their team?
As far as age?
Yeah.
Well, they've got a total of 5 seniors. In the junior department, they just have 1. But a number of sophomores. They have 5 sophomores and 1 freshman. So they do have experience on this team. Knocked out of bounds. It's sitting there at 54-32. One team foul for Snohomish here in the quarter. 3 for Edmonds-Woodway. The Panthers will inbound on the baseline. Mark Aucutt, Todd Elvig, Sarah Elvig here at Snohomish High School. That one glances away as the Panthers turn it over for the 10th time. 4 minutes exactly to go, fourth quarter. Had a decent opportunity there, just couldn't get it to fall as Green will get the rebound on the air ball. Panthers about to check in a player, Danica Avalos, who was in a bit earlier. Thrown out of bounds. Avalos will come in, and so will Lola Rotondo. She is a freshman. Tyler Gildersleeve Styles checking out. Also coming out is Capelli. Coming in for Edmonds-Woodway will be Natalie Lim. And the Panthers will inbound on the baseline. But this is a great opportunity to get more players some experience out there in a game situation. Panthers up by 22 points. They're going to get this one. Steal. Look out. Oh, she blocked it. That's a clean block. Natalie Durbin, who's really been impressive on both ends of the court. Defense right there, and offensively, she has 14 points. Inbound, Snohomish with the basketball. Panthers end up with the ball. Briefly. It's like going both ways there. Got a player down. In some pain down there in the corner. Let's take a quick timeout. It's STSPN.com. Here at Snohomish High School, 3:07 to go, fourth quarter. Snohomish is leading Edmonds-Woodway 54-32. Panthers' biggest lead has been 23 points, and they've been sitting in this range for some time. Lizzie Allen left the game after getting shook up, and she was replaced by Bayla Stitch. I think Lizzie's going to be okay the way she came off the floor. Held ball, that goes to Snohomish. They're going to make another sub. It looks like Lizzie's ready to come back in already. She's going to replace Catherine Green, who's had a great game offensively and on the other end defensively. 20 points for Catherine Green, and she's been really dynamite at the foul line too. 6 for 7, Todd. Very complete game, and she's had balanced scoring throughout this game. 3 in the first, 6 in the second, 9, make that 7 in the third, and 4 in the fourth. Up top, she had that blocked. Warriors bringing it out of backcourt. Little fake right there. I think she wants to go in. Defense was really good by Kendall Hammer. That's who I'm going with for player of the game. You good with that, Todd?
I am very good with that.
We see a basket made. I think, let's see if he counts that. Nope, he does not. That foul is going to be on Bayla Stitch, her second foul, second team foul. Going to the foul line is Natalie Durbin, as she's put together a real strong game with 14 points.
See if they take those points off.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think so. He says basket counts.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Yeah, that it should count, no doubt about it. I was kind of surprised when he gave the 2-shot foul indication, and we all make mistakes here and there, except Sarah, your daughter, who is perfect.
That's correct. And she's shout out to Northwest Ambulance. They're getting a good employee.
That is great. We got a foul called against Jane Hansen. That's her first foul. Hansen seeing some action. Fourth team foul. 2:10 left to go. Fourth quarter. Snohomish with a commanding 19-point lead. Another player coming out. That is Indira Carey Boxley. Snohomish with the basketball. In front court. Off the glass.
That was almost the superstructure.
Yeah, it wasn't too far from the superstructure that holds the basket in place. Edmonds-Woodway with the basketball. Now Snohomish gets a hold of it, up by 19. The press on late in the game, and it's going to be Edmonds-Woodway basketball. Now in for the Panthers will be Cora Larson. Larson replaces Kendall Hammer, our player of the game, sponsored by Adrenaline Fundraising. You know, I also want to mention that another great sponsor of ours is Army, Navy, and Marines.
Yeah.
That's a good crew right there.
They need some help right now because their recruiting is off.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that. Well, it's finding qualified candidates. We're having a lot of problems with that in the country. Get the grades, get the experience, and you can have a great job out there. There's plenty of them available for the most qualified candidates.
Correct. Double dribble.
Double dribble called. First time we've seen that tonight.
I've only seen 3 in the key once this year.
That is something this deep into the season. Les Schwab Tires, our presenting sponsors. Home Comfort Alliance also on board, serving Snohomish and King County. Washington Officials Association, they're short with officials too. At some point, is every industry just going to run out of people, and everybody else is sitting at home in their jammies?
You can't do this job from home.
No. Yes, I'd like to be an official, but can I do it from the house? 2 shots coming up.
Give a shout out to Zach Ward.
Oh.
Snohomish School. He's amazing.
What a quality guy he is.
Man, not kidding. You know,
Val was on. I just want to announce this here. Cora Larson, her second.
I was just going to mention that Home Comfort Alliance,
Yeah.
they already renewed for next year.
Oh, man, that's fantastic. And we'll say it again as the Panthers lead by 18. We got the numbers to prove it as far as viewership. We've got the numbers to prove it. Some places will claim that they have a certain audience but don't have the numbers to prove it. We have the exact numbers to prove it. If you want to get advertising on STSPN.com, like we have a real good list so far, but we can add more, then get a hold of Todd.
And we need more.
Yeah.
Because it costs us more every year.
It does. You got to pay those rights fees. You got the high-priced talent. It ain't cheap, but it's worth it. Turn the ball over to Edmonds-Woodway. Snohomish trying to get it back in backcourt. Shot clock dead. 17 seconds to go. That was all over the place. Edmonds-Woodway going to try. Will they get that one? Yes. Still only a 2-pointer for Stump. They have not been able to get that 3-ball, and they're not going to. I don't think. It's a 16-point lead for Snohomish. And that's at the buzzer. Nice effort. Jane Hansen. Really good effort at the buzzer, and the Panthers win it.
What number?
54-40. Number 3, Kendall Hammer. Number 3. We're going to go on a break, and then we'll be back with more as the Panthers win it 54-40. And we just got a final. That is Marysville-Getchell 76, Everett Seagulls 69 over at Snohomish. Thank you, Tall Tom Lafferty.
KRKO.
Go ahead and take that break.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
We good, Todd? We good?
We are.
All right. Final score, Snohomish 54, Edmonds-Woodway 40. We have tonight's Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game up with us. That is Kendall Hammer. Kendall, congratulations. Where's your fan section? You should have some family up here. Do you see them around?
Yeah, they're down there. There's my Nana.
There's your Nana. Hi, Nana. Right on. Now, this game is archived, so you guys can watch it, back at the Hammer Family Estate. After the game now, so just so you know, STSPN.com. You put together a very solid game, a starter. You got a field goal in the first quarter, and then you really went off on it all in the second half. 3 3-pointers, and Snohomish had not hit a 3-pointer up to that point. Edmonds-Woodway didn't get one all night, but that seemed to ignite that second half push for you guys.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, tell us about how you got that shot put together to be effective with that outside shot.
I don't know. We do a lot of shooting in practice, and more recently we've been just working on like how fast we're putting up our shots.
Okay.
And especially during the beginning of the game, I was just taking my time instead of like shooting how I normally shoot in practice. And yeah, I just something clicked in my head, and I was just like, you know what, I need to start shooting faster. And so then I started shooting faster, and they finally went in. So
that's fantastic. Obviously that pattern worked, and it'll serve you well throughout the rest of the season. You're just a sophomore.
Yeah, I am.
How cool is that? I mean, that, and I know how great it is in the tradition here at Snohomish, but you got this year and still plenty of season to go, plus 2 more.
Oh yeah, yes I do.
Is this Nana over here?
Yeah, that's my Nana. And
Can
then
we
that's
get a
my
picture of the is that your parents right
Yeah,
there?
these are my parents right here.
And Snohomish parents are so cool. It's great to see them on TV.
Oh, we got a shirt for Dad.
Oh, we got a
or
parent.
Mom, whoever wants it.
Yeah, that's a proud parent. That is sponsored by Grit Handcrafted Wood, which would be the parents of Lila Larson and also Cora Larson. Now, this is your player of the game. Go ahead and hold that out. We'll get that on social media.
Thank you.
You guys are getting a good haul of things here.
Oh.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, there we go.
We got them both on here.
Yeah.
How about that? And, our sponsors got to just love that. So, folks, thank you so much. And great job tonight, Kendall. And a lot more to come there, obviously, this season. One of the things, too, that I love about Snohomish is how well you guys move the ball around.
Yeah, we've been definitely working on that a lot more, especially like the past couple weeks. We've been like just putting together our plays, and it's just been so crisp and so nice to just finally have that going.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've all known each other for just our whole lives too, which is just great. So I love seeing my sisters out here playing, and I love them so much.
That is fantastic. So, I mean, that just is a testament to the great. It's the Little Dribblers program that you start with or something like that when you're younger.
Yeah, SJAA.
Okay, and then just keep
Little
playing.
Dribblers. Where'd you come up with that one?
Well, I think
I
that's
like
what
it.
it was
I mean,
called.
I like it, but
I think that's what it was called years ago. So once again, what is it called? What is it aside from the acronym? What does that stand for?
Snohomish
Junior.
Junior.
Junior. Oh, I don't even remember.
Something else.
Yeah.
Snohomish Junior.
SJAA. Oh, Snohomish Junior Athletic Association.
Okay, and that's where it begins, and then where you get to know each other, and then you get to play together for a number of years and be a part of what's going on here. This is it's certainly my favorite high school to come to. I just love it here, and are your parents from here too?
Yeah, my mom and my dad, they both graduated from here. I don't remember what years, but
Now you have a famous
They'll probably
uncle,
ask
don't
you not to say.
yeah,
You have a famous uncle.
yeah,
Your brother?
yeah, Joey.
That's fantastic. Yes.
We know he's watching.
Oh, I bet he is.
That's fantastic. So, hey, congratulations. Now, is that Joey Hammer?
Oh, this is Tim.
Tim.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
his brother.
So Joey's your uncle, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, I'm catching up now. So, and he is the head football coach here at Snohomish, right?
Yes, sir.
Of course. So, hey, folks, thanks a lot. Thanks for being part of our studio audience and having such a great daughter.
Thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. And so that'll wrap it up for us. 54-40 the final score. And Mark Aucutt for Sarah Elvig and the big guy Todd Elvig saying winning is for tonight, but sportsmanship is for a lifetime. Take care. 54-40 Snohomish with the win.